Early voting is underway for the Saturday, May 4th election. Dallas voters will vote on 10 propositions that would allow the city to borrow $1.25 billion. NBC5's political reporter and Lone Star Politics host Phil Prazan has more on the projects and the price tag.
The city just recently finalized how the dollars would be divided up in order to cover hundreds of projects, from roads to parks and libraries and public safety to flood protection and economic development. The goal now is to get voters on board. I sat down with attorney Tim Powers, who co-chairs the bond campaign. The election is May 4th. May elections are notorious for low turnout. What are you going to be doing from now until then to get the vote out?
Well, thanks, Phil. You're exactly right with regard to that. Absolutely notorious for low turnout, especially a low turnout in an even year election in a typical city of Dallas environment where there is low voter turnout and there's no contest, and everybody says, oh my gosh, we want our streets fixed, we want new parks, we want a new police academy, we want our cultural arts improved. Everybody thinks, no brainer, it's going to get passed. But we've got to get the vote out, and we've got to have it passed.
For the 10 propositions, most of this is for streets and parks.
Well, streets, parks, and public safety. 75% of it goes to those three things. But you call it, whether you want to call it a quality of life or just the improvements that are needed. But you probably have read or seen the background that when the city manager came out and had the original list of capital improvements that need to be done, he had a list of $16 billion in projects, and the bond obviously at $1.25 billion, which is what can be done without raising any new taxes as part of our typical bond cycle.
It seems like a lot of the debate was, are we going big enough with $1.25 billion? You said $16 billion a second ago. I saw in the Dallas Morning News it was up to $24 billion. Why only $1.25 billion and not higher?
So all of this has to do with being able to issue bonds in a way that there won't be an increase in the tax rate, so that can be done. We probably could have gone a little higher than that, but the city council wanting to be conservative in what they did with regard to the final number. And you may recall that it originally started as $1 billion, and then over the last 45 days or so, it got up another $250 million. Well,
but the key there is to not increase taxes. This is what we can do as a city without increasing taxes.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Correct.
At NBC DFW, our investigative team has worked on a lot of stories about dangerous roads.
Keep working on those between now and May 4th.
Because some of this money will go to improve safety on the roads?
$550 million plus will go to road improvements.
Why is that important?
Well, you drive in this city, I drive in this city. We want to attract new people to this city. We want our city to grow. We want it to be safe, and it becomes incredibly important that we have great streets.
And you can watch Phil's full conversation with Tim Powers on our website, nbcdfw.com/Lone Star Politics. We also have a voter's guide on our website as well.